All right, so last time I left you, we had kind of set the rules of this build and lined out what we were going to put on it and kind of checked out our parts, checked out the direction, you know, laid out my plans a little bit. So we're just moving forward with that. And I hope you enjoy this second round. All right, so I did a little mock-up with the seat post clamp and the seat post and the seat. And from last video, I saw the stem. I think I pretty much decided to paint the stem and the seat post clamp white. I know that's what everybody does, but that's what I'm gonna do too. Now, with the seat post itself, this was just a post that I had that was, you know, rattle bombed a bunch of different colors and everything else. I think what I'm gonna do with it, I think I'm gonna sticker bomb it. I think I'm gonna put all kinds of BMX museum.com stickers on it or something like that. I think that would be fun. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I guess I could paint it, you know, a color too, but I think sticker bomb it would be fun, kind of in the spirit of this bike. So let's do it right now. We'll check it out. Boom. Doesn't look too bad. It's kind of a pull-out shot here. It's all right. It's missing something though. I think that needs to be white. And I think that needs a little something that I got laying around the garage that I'm not going to tell you about quite yet. So stay tuned. So here at the house, I had this GT clamp. I think it was like late 80s, early 90s. I'll say early 90s. You guys can correct me in the comments because I know you're gonna. Anyhow, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna paint it white, and it's gonna be real nice. I've already hit it with a scrub brush and some dish soap to get all that, you know, as much oils off there as I can. I will sand it, and then I will hit it with dish soap again. And since we're just using the stuff we have at the house, this is what I'm using to paint it. Ba-bam! Gloss white. Oh yeah. Got these guys prepped out. Let's put some white paint on these babies. Right now it's colder than Frosty the Snowman's ball sack, but let me throw a little white on here. We got a mist coat there. We're gonna let that sit, then we'll come back. You got a nice even coat on here. It's good enough for government work, so there we go. We're starting to come together here. I think the white looks a lot better with the sticker bomb. We're gonna deal with that seat here in a minute. Stem's coming along. I'm painting some stuff for the top, so I haven't quite got it done. But I think I would be remiss if I didn't talk a little bit about the old school rotor technology. I know that a lot of you probably are like, hey, I know how this works, whatever. But when I first, even though I grew up in the 80s, I never really had to load a rotor or even mess with it. So I'm gonna go over that a little bit. So basically it's two pieces. Cable comes in from the lever down to here. And then when the lever pulls, it lifts up. And is what that does then is it lifts this cable up with the rotor, thus activating the back brake. Now where it gets kind of tricky, obviously, you know, you see it's in two pieces. So I think the Pro rotors, the ACS Pro rotors had bearings in it. I'm not sure how this one is set up. I think it's just loosely set up and just, you know, clipped on the bottom. But you may be asking yourself, hold on, where in the world does that cable go in? Well, where that cable goes in is directly related to this. This pops off and it's kind of, I guess the word you could say is hollowed out. And then this piece here has a hole in the top. So you line this up with that hole, and then you take a, I guess you could say a 10-speed cable or a derailleur cable, and you drop it in there, and then you close this up, and then when you twist that, it is then sealed in there. Obviously, once you know you have the tension on the brake, it's going to keep that cable down anyway, but you don't want that cable popping up so it doesn't catch when this thing spins. But it's kind of a cool little setup. You have to have enough room on that stem for it to move up and down to actually activate. So you have to have a little bit of length on the shaft of the, he said shaft, of the stem. But anyhow, rotors, like ACS rotors, had a little hole in the top that had like a little plastic plug in it. And so you pull that plug out, line it up with the hole down here, and then drop the cable all the way down through the rotor. And then once the rotor spins or you put the cap back on or there's tension on the cable, it doesn't come back up. But that's a little old school technology. One of the downsides of this style of rotor is it does kind of twist this way, so it would bind up. Gyros kind of fix that by having even pull on both sides. And I've seen a lot of guys that will, like, see how this guy here is tapped into the side of the rotor? There's some guys that will literally tap another one in here, use a gyro cable, and then, you know, tap another hole on the other side, use a gyro cable going down too. By that time, you know, yeah, I get the look and everything else, but by that time, it's kind of like, hey, you know, why don't we just put a gyro on it? But I do like the looks of these. All my bikes have rotors of some sort on them because I just like it. And that's all there is to it, except for that one. That one has a gyro. My son's 85 Hot Streak is going to have one of these Aquillas on it here pretty soon too. So anyhow, that's a little bit of rotor and detangler information for you. I've got to run it through the washing machine because it just kind of looks terrible. But this is what I was talking about with that seat. I got an old school flight cover. And I think that looks a lot better. But like I said, it's got to go through the washing machine because it's looking nasty. I think that's going to really add a lot to the bike when done. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know down there. Hit them comments up. Let me know what you think. I want to know what y'all think about this. Because, yeah, I'm building this for the fun of it, for me and whatever. But I want to know what you guys think, too. I think it'd be fun to kind of have a community consensus on this project. So that's going to do it for this episode. Please tune back in for part 3. I thought maybe we would get to some wheels today, but that's just not going to happen. Because I kind of want to take some time on the wheels. So I'm kind of going to give you guys a little tutorial on how to lace wheels. And 48s are kind of tough because there's so many spokes. But tune in next time and we'll be even further. We'll have those handlebars on and maybe some pedals and maybe some brakes. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. Keep it real.